Dun dun dun! We are getting the Shayman, guys. We are at House of Cards. Thanks to Alfred, we are getting the second Shayman for our deck. Look at this. We picked it from the cream of the crop. We picked the best Shayman. We're taking it home. We're going to have the perfect Ho Lurantis deck, the new meta deck, guys. We're playing at League Cup next week. We're gonna make this happen. And we made a poor decision. We got a Like and Rock GX box. We're getting some Dragon Shield Perfect Fit sleeves, which, you know, that's a good decision. And then we're getting a Solgaleo tin too. So many cards that I don't need. So many that I'm going to get. Hanging out with Sean here.
Hey guys.
You almost knocked us over.
Yeah, no, it's still got our interact machine.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have cake. So, I don't know, I'm excited to go home and eat that. That's what I'm looking forward to right now. We can open these up and then build the deck for tomorrow. Unfortunately, not coming here tomorrow for League. I know, we're keeping it local. We're gonna get some practice in before League Cup next weekend. That is next Saturday. I'm kind of pretty nervous, but it's going to hopefully be a lot of fun. I might make some big last minute changes to the deck. I'm not sure if it's the best to play, but I'm kind of wondering if I should just play it anyways, because I don't know, I have the deck built. I've made it this far, right? I don't know. If it gets crushed, I know it's not good, or I know I need to make some changes and stuff, right? So we're gonna see how that goes. And yeah, just a little prequel to what's to come tomorrow. So I'll see you then, guys. Hey guys, it is League Day today. So this morning we put that Shayman into our deck. I took something out to make room for the Shayman. I can't remember what, so obviously it wasn't really an important card anyways. And I took out something else and added in a Hex Maniac. That way, if Volcanion's being played again this week, I might actually have a chance against it. So we're gonna see how that goes. I put in the 4th Max Elixir, so the 4 Max Elixirs, 4 Trainer's Mails, 4 VS Seekers, 2 Shaymans now, the 4 Ultra Balls. So the deck is complete. Might be making those changes before League Cup next week. I don't know. I'm gonna test it a lot online. Basically, I'm most worried about Volcanion. Not too worried about Darkrai because there's nothing I can really do against it. But Volcanion with the double weakness is a real struggle for me. So we're gonna see how that goes. Running a little late. I'm not really surprised. It's kind of a usual thing, but I do have to stop at Starbucks because I have to get me and Peter our drinks, like double shots on Ace, 5 shots of espresso, perfect first thing in the morning, right? So I quickly built a deck for Peter. It's actually the Espeon Toolbox one that I was running before. Unfortunately, I'm missing a lot of the key things for it, like the VS Seekers, Trainer's Mails, because I have those in my own deck, right? So I kind of teched in a lot of weird things, as well as some Crushing Hammers and things for disruption, so he has a bit more time to be setting up with the deck. So I hope that runs well for him. I'm kind of nervous. I'd hate it if he lost all the games with the deck that I built. So best of luck to him. Kind of excited to be playing there with a friend this week. I'm gonna try and get Steven out in future weeks, but we'll see how that goes, right? And get some practice today before the League Cup next weekend. So my opponent here is playing a Pidgeot EX Mega Pidgeot EX deck. I managed to get the Ho-Oh and the Lurantis both set up pretty quickly. So I managed to just be taking damage and knocking out his cards right away. So that put me in a 2-0 spot for my first sets of game, which was a really good place to be starting off for the day. So this was actually the most difficult game of the day for me. He went first, he put down the Forest of Giant Plants, and he got a lot of setup done. Thankfully, he wasn't able to get that Vileplume out turn 1, which was really helpful to me. I managed to get 1 turn of setup, but after that, he got the Vileplume out, item locked, and I rely on a lot of items for my deck. That was kind of tough, but it did manage to pull through in the end. I had enough energies in my hand, as well as with some Sycamores and Ends, to set up the Lurantis. The Ho-Oh I kind of left on the bench. I played that more the second game, but the first game I just focused on the Lurantis because of the HP it had and the damage I was being able to do, as well as the healing. It was really difficult though because I couldn't quite one-shot it. I couldn't find that 4th grass energy to be able to do the one-shot after it had taken some damage already. But in the end, I did manage to take it.
So that game was also 2-0, but I was pretty worried there for a bit, I won't lie. So this was the last game of the day. I was playing against a water deck. In the past, water decks have been troublesome for me as the Ho-Oh has weakness to water, but having the Lurantis in the deck has been a complete game changer. Normally, I wouldn't even play Ho-Oh in this situation, but he went first, I went second, I had the Ho-Oh on the bench, I managed to hit 2 max elixirs and had an energy in hand, was able to float stone the Lurantis, put the Ho-Oh in, and start knocking out Pokemon right away. So that put me in a power position right from the start. Later in the game, he put in a Tauros GX. By that point, I already loaded up the Lurantis, so I was able to one-shot that with the GX move, end the game. Second game, I put in the Lurantis right away, and with a couple of Kukuis, I was just one-shotting Pokemon since I was hitting for weakness, and I ended up taking that.
So that was a pretty successful league day all around. I ended up getting first place out of everyone there, so I won 4 packs. I got a Gumshoos GX from it, which, you know what, I'm just happy I got a GX, honestly. My pulls have been the absolute worst lately, so oh well, at least I got something. Peter ended up winning 2 games, lost 1. He lost against the Mega Pidgeot EX deck that I won against. He won 2 packs, and he actually pulled a hyper rare Tauros, so that's awesome for him. Beginner's luck, maybe he'll start like going all the time, start building more decks. So that's really exciting because I'd love to have more people like in real life to actually play with and go to leagues and stuff with, because why wouldn't you want to do something you love with your friends, right? So having the 2 Shaymans, I'm gonna show them off now. But having the 2 Shaymans in the deck honestly makes a huge difference. Like, I noticed the difference going from 0 to 1, and I thought that was a pretty big leap, but I had no idea how significant the second one was going to be. Like, the draw power was just unbelievable. I maybe once dead drew, and that was after an end later in the game. Like, it was nuts. I was always getting cards. I was always getting really fast setup. So thank you so much, Alfred, for that. It was a really good league day today, and I'm actually really, really optimistic for the League Cup next week. So we're gonna see how that goes. And that's pretty much the end of today's vlog. So look guys, I did a little better at getting it up the same day that League is happening on instead of like 4 days later. So yay to me on that. So make sure to give this video a big thumbs up for the 2 Shaymans. Question of the day, because I did this and people actually really enjoyed it. Question of the day, are you going into any like bigger competitions coming up, League Cups? There's lots of regional events coming up. Going to any of those? Like, let me know, okay? And special thanks, obviously, I've said it a couple times now, but I'm just so thankful still. Special thanks to Alfred for the second Shayman, and welcome Double M to the Patreon family. I'm just so blessed to have you people in my life, honestly. It's unbelievable. Anyways, make sure to subscribe for more videos. I'll have one up in a couple of days. It'll be the Lycanroc GX box and the Solgaleo tin, so stay tuned for that. Have a great day, everybody. See ya.